Hey guys, this is Panther, and I'm back with another commentary. This is actually a full game of League for you that I'm going to attempt to do my best to help you through as far as telling you what I was thinking at different points. To start off, this is a ranked duo queue. Sort of not even ranked, like I have an ELO, but at this point I hadn't been playing that much ranked, so this is all like unranked people as far as I know. So my partner is Garen in this video. His tag is Icon Leo, so I'm just going to refer to him as Icon. But yeah, it started off pretty bad because we had Annie, Mord, and Elise all like yelling at each other to figure out like who was going where. So they all ended up auto-locking, which was amazing. So instead of getting all pissed off about it, we just decided to invade, and then from there we were going to just go into one lane and push it, you know, kind of troll them a little bit and hope for the best. So I'm as Ezreal, and let's just see what happens. I'm trying to go bot, so is Icon, just because that's what you normally do when you invade, but they ping top because Vlad is pushing, and we're like, well, why not? Annie's got her stun up, we got red buff, I don't see why not. So we got Elise running in there, and a fail. She misses hers. She's really bad at skill shots this game. She has some good escape, but look at that flash. I mean, come on. But then again, I can't complain. So we got the Annie stun, we got an exhaust down, and Icon takes first blood. So Elise and Annie start peeling off a little bit, and Mord comes, but then we're like, hey, we got 5. We might as well push this turret. Their reaction times have been really bad. I mean, if you look at the mini-map, you can see none of them are moving at all. So we're just going to take it. I mean, we have vision of everybody except for Vlad. Kali disconnected, so we're ready to go. As you can see, I'm proccing Ezreal's passive by shooting off Mystic shots whenever I got it, get a little bit more attack speed, get that turret down a little bit faster. And we get turret just outside of 4 minutes. So, I mean, in a ranked queue, we were ecstatic that that even happened. It was awesome. Elise is going to chase after, what's her face? Dragon person. I am so bad with remembering all these different characters' names. But anyway, she gets taken out, and then Mord takes her out. So, I mean, it was an even. Elise is going to be kind of all over the place this game, so you'll see it. There's some pretty funny moments later on where I was just like, what are you doing? Crazy. So, anyway, I see Vlad. You know, he's low. He's a little bit underleveled compared to us, I think. I can't really tell. Yeah. No, he's about even, but we have 2, and I have, you know, my Mystic shots, which have the range. So, right here, I decided to go in. I use my my little flash caboodle to get in there, apply ignite, and then Icon uses his spin to win to keep him occupied while my ignite takes him down. So it was overall a good trade. I think that it was perfectly executed on our part. Annie flashes in for the easy kill. Boom, nicely done. This Annie was actually not bad. Elise is at bottom lane. I don't know why she kept peeling off. If you notice throughout the game, she's usually the one. Her and Mord are the ones that peel off. And Mord, I understand, like he was usually relatively close, like farming top lane or something, but at least he'll be like jungling half the game. And you know, in the beginning we were saying, all right, let's stick together and just push mid. So I don't know. And as you can see, look at Leon in the mini map. She's coming up, and boom, easy kill. Too bad we couldn't have done anything about it, but Mord was so low, like there's nothing. Right now I'm just trying to get out. And then Misfortune. Since she's had that bot lane, she's got quite a bit of farm. So I'm out of mana. I'm going to get out. Icon, he's going to stay, do the Valiant thing, and try to keep them off tower as long as possible, which I unfortunately did not. So he runs in there, he takes all the heat, and gets taken out. Leona flashes out, barely lives, and I was not happy about that. And now we get some farm. So while I'm waiting for some more action to come up, I added a little bit of a background track. I hope you guys enjoyed it. It's kind of like epic-ish string music. So let me know what you think in the comments below. What you think, you know, because I actually kind of like it, but we'll see. If it's too distracting, I can get rid of it. Let me know. So then I go in on a Kali, get a couple hits on her, and Leona comes in with. She was really good with that skill shot all game. Elise gets out of there with her little spider form thing, and Icon goes in and bonk right on the head. Good stuff, good stuff. He was really on this game. Like, it was kind of awesome. I was really impressed. There's a couple moves, you know, in this kind of elo, especially with our skill level, it's pretty common to see people mess up, but overall I would say he did really well. So now we're just kind of putting pressure on. Elise gets way too close, and Icon gets tricked by Vlad and slowed, and Leona comes in for the pickup kill. Too bad. I mean, he was on a roll, and it's unfortunate that was how it had to end, but you know, it happens. So now me and Annie are just at mid turret. You know, I'm trying to get a couple hits on. Leona goes in on Annie. Annie throws down the stun. Boop. And then I get just a couple hits and accidentally take a little bit of turret aggro. Not too big of a deal though. And I'm pretty sure, yeah, we just kind of chilled. There's a little bit of a tank and spank up top. Not too much going on. More farm. A little bit of a missed dragon form over there, but nothing too much is happening. Just moving around. Got some jungling. By the way, I'm using directed camera for this recording. I'm not sure if I'll keep doing that. I might focus more on myself because I don't know. That's what I know how it happened. But so Annie was standing right on top of one of their wards. Leona goes in with her little sword. I think it's called Zephyr Blade. I need to learn everybody's abilities before I can commentate like this, probably. But oh well, I'm just gonna go with it anyway. Yeah. So a little bit of a good exchange for us there. We get Leona and we lose nobody. So, I mean, standing on top of a ward may not be the worst strategy in the world. There's a failed spider web, and Elise is, you know, she's out damaging Misfortune at this point, which you'll see later is not exactly the case in all scenarios. Spoiler alert. Anyway, Mord's up top. We got 3 mid. We got Elise bot with Misfortune. It's just sort of, this game is completely unorthodox compared to everything that we've ever done, and we were just surprised with, you know, how well it was working up to this point. Mord goes in with his flash and his ult. Takes a little bit too much turret aggro, and that ult, he almost goes down. I think if he wouldn't have activated his ability and gotten a little bit more shield, he might have gone down. But anyway, there goes Elise. Not much happening there, and Mord stays too long. There's that accuracy of the Leona in this game. She did really well. It was scary at points. And this is awesome. Now watch this. Going in too deep. She spiders up. I come in and just boom, done. Like, I think if she would have been a little bit smarter, she probably would have had a little bit of map awareness, knowing that there's 3 mid right behind before going in. And then knowing that Elise can go up in that spider form at any point. Probably should have just backed off and gone back into lane, but you know, we benefit from that, so that's awesome. I think we had some good map awareness and all that good stuff. As you can see in the bot HUD on the creep scores, this whole like don't be orthodox laning stuff really messed up my creep score, and I already suck at farming anyway, so yeah, it wasn't the best combination in the world. I'm really gonna have to rely on kills. Annie gets Zenith Blade, that's what it's called. It's called Zenith Blade. Throws down Tibbers, which probably saved most of us from getting screwed over by Akali. So good last-ditch effort, good heads-up play, I think, on Annie's part. Besides the fact she got hit with the blade, which was not heads-up, but you know, if you're going down, might as well save the rest of your team. Mord comes in, looking a little tanky. I like it. Icon goes in with a spin to win. We got Akali sitting right there, and you know that I really hate that stupid shroud, but you know they put these abilities in the game. You just gotta learn how to play with it. So she gets out, and here's Elise, not knowing her own strength at all, and goes against Misfortune and gets pooped on. I accidentally get Zenith Bladed, and they initiate. I throw off my ult, sort of like Annie did last ditch effort, see if we can do some damage. I missed Leona, but I did a little bit of damage on everybody else, so helped pick up that with the assist, which is better than nothing. A little bit of a pursuit, but they get away free on that one. So Icon and Annie go bot. Misfortune's going to recall. They're going to start clearing that wave. I start going bot with them. We're going to push this bot lane a little bit. We got Elise mid, starts engaging a little bit because she knows Mord's on his way. Just a little bit going on. Akali goes into her shroud, waiting for the right opportunity. Really, really good play by Akali right here. Sneaks past Mord, goes in, and then boop, that Elise. But, oh, what's going to happen? Oh, gets away by the skin of her teeth. Crazy. That, I don't know. That Elise, that's a strong character if you know how to play her. I think if our Elise had some better skill shot abilities with her little web snare thing, probably would have made the game a bit easier on our part with some initiates and a little bit of, you know, catching the stragglers and stuff. But I think she did decent, I guess. That's about all I can say. Annie goes in. She gets that stun down. I'm helping her put some deeps down. I ult. She flash Qs, I think, and takes it. So whatever. I hit the creep wave ahead of us, so it helped us clear it out. And we're just gonna sit there banging on the turret. Nothing too exciting. Mord and Vlad are getting into another tank and spank up top. That Mord shield is just shutting Vlad down, so that's good for us, especially with our lack of farm. But if you look at the... Oh, no, never mind. Here comes Leona. This is awesome. We sit there and we hit the turret, make sure the turret goes down, and then we jump straight onto Leona because it was already almost dead. So I'm going to make sure I pick up this kill with the flash, and then I'm going to push this lane a little bit. Mord's getting caught out. Not good stuff. He gets the Vlad ult. He gets a Kali on him. Vlad pools. He's got Ignite. All that not good stuff, and he ends up going down. This is the one part of the game where I was a little frustrated. So Elise is doing Dragon. I'm starting to hit on it. So I thought she was just going to try to trade aggro, but it turns out that she wanted to go somewhere else. And they chase for a little bit, and I'm still sitting there. I'm like, I'm waiting for people to come help me, and the pings are going down. I wasn't pinging. I was just like, all right, come on, somebody help me, because I just figured that, you know, if your AD is doing Dragon by himself, like, someone should come help. And then just right at the last second, as I am very, very low health, Elise comes in and smites it. I'm like, oh, okay, that's great. You know, it's not like I used all of my health to freaking kill the dragon by myself. So no big deal on that. I just wish she wouldn't have left, because it would have made it... I could have probably come into that fight and helped out a little bit. So just a little bit frustrating on that part, not a big deal. Mord's got 100 CS, which is good for us. We needed at least somebody to get some CS, since at least a couple of us were really sticking to that, you know, all-in-one lane mentality, and Misfortune's starting to get a little bit too much on her part with that 114, so we needed to really be careful. But, I mean, look, just Mord's bullying people around right now. There's a nice skill shot right there, one of her few good ones of the game. Mord gets the ult down and has a little buddy now up top. Icon gets caught out a little bit. This is my first duel against Misfortune. Right after she ults, I go in on her with some Mystic Shots in my Arcane Shift. Ult on top of her with the Ignite. No, I don't Ignite. She ignited me, but Leona comes in for the cleanup kill. If she wouldn't have been there, I would have gotten away. But now we got Annie on Leona. Annie knows she has high AP. Leona's a little ballsy, but she knows that she's been picking up some good stuff. So she goes in a little mistimed on that shield. She probably wouldn't be able to get away if she could have timed that better, but ends up with the trade. So nothing for nothing. We're going out even on this exchange. But what they did know is they were leaving Mord up top by himself, and Vlad is going to come back in. Just look at that Mord damage; it's ridiculous, and that shield is absorbing all of those hits. So he's going to stay up top and just bully Vlad around, sorry, and the Vlad ult goes down. He puts up his little shrapnel shield, trying to get that passive to proc and get him a little bit more durability. Got Elise bot clearing up a little bit. Me, Icon, and Annie are going mid, just pushing the lanes a little bit. I'm trying to get a little bit of farm because I got my Bloodthirster finally, but I need to start working on my Sheen to do more damage and actually be, I don't know, dangerous in this game, because up until now it's been alright. Elise gets caught out again. We had that bush warded. You've got to be kidding me, Elise. So she uses her spider thingy to get out. I didn't know Akali was in there because she was in her stealth thingy, but I ignited Misfortune and I ended up getting her. Vlad got turned to the dark side, or the light side, I guess, and ends up cleaning up that kill for Mord. So he's just going to sit there and start hitting the turrets. We really wanted to push turrets because we knew that with our lack of farm, if we didn't end the game as soon as possible, we might not be able to pull the win out. So we're going to push turrets, keep them back, and do what we could. And now we got a little bit of a problem up top. A missed skill shot by Elise. Crazy stuff, I know, right? But ends up working alright because Mort is fed his balls. So he's going to back. Annie is going to try to help, but Elise is going to go down. Mord ends up living through that again. But that ult... Oh, can I get a shield up? Oh, no, he ends up going down. So... if you notice, I'm not even trying to head to the fight right now. Icon picks up a kill on Vlad. He's going to try to spin away. But yeah, I didn't try to help in this fight at all. My ult was on cooldown at any given point where it would have been useful, but I decided it would be more useful for me to start pushing bot lane since they were all top. So I headed straight bot. I knew that we were going to lose that fight, so I just started heading bot. As you can see in the minimap, I tried to ult to clear minions, but I haven't really looked too far into actually when minions spawn and if they were going to be in lane, so it ended up not hitting anything, but it gave me some sight on where the enemy was as far as coming up in the lane. So now I'm just poking a little bit, using my Sheen procs to do as much damage as possible, and especially with my my Sheen, I'm doing lots of damage right now. Arcane shift away, blah blah blah, doing lots of damage. Akali comes in. Little does she know that I have a Bloodthirster and a Sheen. So I turn around, she goes there, I do my Arcane Shift with the Q and pick up the kill. So I'm really low right now. I'm thinking about going back, but then I see Elise is going into the jungle and Andy's coming my way, so I decide that I'm relatively safe. No one's trying to gank me. I can go back into lane and just heal up off of creeps. My mana is a little low, but it's not too bad. So I'm just going to heal back up as Elise comes into lane. And here comes Annie as well. So we're just going to start banging on this tower. As you can see, towers are 6-1, and this strategy is working out way better than I ever thought it could. So we got Leona just trying to suppress us as much as possible. Nice little web goes down, but we get ulted. I'm trying to throw down as much damage as possible, and just watch my health. Watch it. It's going down. Oh, gotta love that Bloodthirster. Gotta love that Bloodthirster. So I'm sitting in this bush. I'm all like, okay, well, they got that taken care of. I'm just going to go back. I'll just let you guys see what happens. Oh, I was so happy when I laughed so hard. Let's see that again in slow motion. Just... I'm so glad I was paying attention, too. Otherwise, I would have totally missed her walking by. And I'm glad I didn't miss that skill shot, so... Oh man, but yeah, we're gonna take this turret. They're gonna get the kill on Vlad, and that's gonna be the surrender. So, thanks for watching, guys. I'm actually having a really good time commentating this game. So let me know what you think. If these are too long, you know, let me know. If you don't think I know what I'm talking about, let me know as well. I can change stuff up. But I really appreciate you guys watching and sticking with me as always. Even though I'm not putting out as many videos as I want to, I still enjoy doing this stuff for you. So thanks for watching. Comment, like, subscribe, as always. Here's my Twitter and Facebook bouncing boxes. The links are in the description below, so follow and like me on the respective sites. And have a nice day, guys.